Christelle, you've been very instrumental in organising this whole event. Could you tell us a little more about it?
So we formed this group predominantly to set up this event and then follow up on social media around the theme of slow fashion. So it's really that we're passionate about the environmental impact of fashion. Just a little example here, 20% of global industrial water pollution comes from the treatment and dyeing of textiles. And it's not only the water pollution, there's also the waste that comes from people dumping clothes in landfill and just moving on in the fashion trend. And then there's also the treatment of garment workers in countries like Bangladesh, where a lot of garment factories are based that keep clothes really cheap for us here in the West. And then that kind of makes a throwaway culture a little bit more likely to happen. So it's quite a toxic cycle. And we're celebrating alternatives to that, so we're celebrating vintage, retro, upcycled clothes. We're teaching people how to mend clothes. We've got a clothes swap here. Clothes swap is something that anyone can organise with their friends and get new clothes and make use of old ones without them going to waste. We've also got a donation point for incoming refugees into Southampton, and we're supporting a few local businesses who are advertising their upcycling and mending and retro vintage clothing. So that's what it's all about, and hopefully everyone's had fun today.
Which is streetwear. Bring it on. From Beatnik Emporium. Together how you like. Put together all from the rails of the Beatnik Emporium, Southampton's vintage fashion store. Wear it, use it again, and recycle. That's what it's all about. Hey, both work in that old-fashioned street style look, all vintage clothes put together, nothing new. And here we go. We have Hayley and Yasmin working that very nice check jacket there, Yasmin. Street style, put together. Hello boys, there we have Yaron and Ephraim wearing their vintage jumpers. Vintage ski jumpers are cool. Thank you very much. That's lovely. And here we have the lovely who is wearing clothes that she has made herself, all from scraps of clothing gathered from the Southampton Recycling Store, which everybody can go and visit and become a member. And this very clever lady has put together this look all by her own fair hand. It just shows you what's possible with a bit of imagination and some old offcuts. Amazing. The lovely Sophie, who is also wearing one of Sarah's amazing creations from just a recut, repurposed old piece of fabric made into a wonderful evening dress. So it's making look wonderful. Street style, vintage. Give it up. Men can do it too. Thank you very much. Okay, this is a dress that comes from Retro Tutti Frutti store, and they are based in the vintage emporium called Robin's Nest, which is in Shirley. Jasmine and Sade, reworking the vintage look. Fake a good pair of strides and a jacket will see you through many, many years. Mix it up and work it out. Well done. You look wonderful, girls. Thank you. Dressing top there. Thank you, Isha. Pull it all together. Thank you, ladies. We work in the 70s. Very elegant. Super. We're the older than you. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, guys. Catwalk crazy. When a boiler suit's not enough, you've got to wear a sparkly mask to go with it. There we are. Thank you. Thank you, Fran and Jasmine. Look what you can do with imagination. Beautiful evening wear. All her own work, made from old, pre-loved clothing, cut up and sewn together in a wonderful new design. Doesn't she look amazing? And here we have another fantastic piece of wonderful design, all made out of recycled, retreated, redesigned pieces of old textiles. This is what it's about, getting textiles in the market, circulating. Here we have Cara and Jenna again, looking absolutely resplendent. Jenna in a lovely vintage 70s gown. Mix it up, stick a berry on, put some old beads, and there you are. You've got a new look. The possibilities are endless with vintage. Somebody's worn it before, it's been well made, and it's lasted a long time. And here we have more evening wear from Beatnik Emporium. Mix it up. Look lovely. Hayley and Sophie, beautifully done out in the field, tissues there, and a lovely evening dress. Absolutely lovely. Thank you very much, ladies. Vintage is always. These are all upcycled and recycled pieces of clothing. Beautifully modelled here by Holly. Now going to show you some more examples of catwalk crazy. Molly May, who seems to catwalk this afternoon, sashaying in a beautiful kimono vintage outfit, absolutely wonderful. Holly in a revamped piece of wonderfulness, looking like the Rolling Stones. Here we have the lovely Yaren in his resplendent bodysuit, looking absolutely wonderful in a sparkly beanie hat there, and an upcycled jacket on Hayley. Made from lots of old pieces of fabric put together, which is the idea. And Sarah uses old dress patterns from the past to make her clothes, and pictures from the 1800s. Come up with these beautiful corsets and wonderful dresses with nice military frogging fasteners there. It was a big fashion in the 70s, that look. Modelled by Sophie, so beautifully here. Gordian style tippet, and Cara with her fantasy feather headdress. Vintage, catwalk crazy, mix it up, do what you like. Queenly wave from Jenna there, looking absolutely splendid. You can look like that. Thank you very much, Jared. Cat crazy. The throwaway cheap fashion that is on our high street utilises sweatshop labour from developing poorer countries.
Unknown band.
Okay, let's get ready to open our next model from Beatnik Emporium.
Certainly, it's worth saving clothing and making it last longer so that you don't throw it away so quickly. So that's what we're all about, really.
Exactly.
We want clothes to last longer.
Yeah, indeed we do.
Station that aims to get us to net carbon zero. And one tranche of that is that if we actually used a lot less clothing, we would save an awful lot of the carbon emissions.
Yeah.
So that's the rationale behind the Repair Cafe, which runs both over in Fremantle once a month and hopefully soon to open in St Dennis every other month.
Okay, cool.
So
that's good to know.
Wendy, my colleague, is another volunteer.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
Hi, so I'm Ruth from Sew Ruthless. I've just started up my business in Southampton, basically making clothes from old, thrifted, retro sheets that I find in the charity shop or things that people give me. And I also do alterations, so mending up people's garments that have holes in, they need shortening or taking in. So I'm just trying to kind of get on the slow fashion thing and do my bit. I love sewing and I love clothing, so it's just bringing all of my loves together, really.
Hey, Supergirl. That's perfect, lovely, thank you.
I make a lot of like weird little jewellery like this, like candy inspired like rave culture jewellery. Most of my clothes I try and get from charity shops, like this is from a charity shop, this is from a charity shop. I'll just add little like badges and pins to make it a bit unique, kind of thing. I like buying anything DIY. Like I've just been going around charity shops today really, finding a bunch of stuff. I think it's really cool to like reuse different stuff. You can find so many things in charity shops that just need like another kind of life and stuff. Anytime I've got stuff that I don't use, I'll give them back to charity or different things like that. I'll buy fabric and turn that into costumes and clothes and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's so cool, thank you.
She's standing up.